Welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to be going to Krispy Kreme to get some of the Artemis 2 donuts. So they are supposed to look like the NASA logo. We're going to get some Krispy Kreme donuts for tomorrow morning. But I figured we'd go ahead and give it a try. We're going to go through a few destinations before we get to Krispy Kreme. I'm going to try to select the best performing navigation option for each one of the destinations. So I know that, for example, our first destination is Einstein Brothers Bagels, and we have best luck with parking lot. So we will do parking lot for that first destination. And then we do have a few other destinations, one of which is going to be the Target. And I know Target, when you go to Target, you definitely have to, at least the Target that I'm going to, you have to put it in curbside so that it will actually go to the front of the building rather than drive around and park in the back. It did, at least last time, still drive around to the back of the building, but it did not stop until it found the front of the building, and it stopped curbside at the front of the building. So that was good. But yeah, so I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the whole Artemis 2 mission, but we are, NASA's going to go back to the moon. They're going to go around the moon. So pretty exciting, historic. They're going to take some astronauts actually to the furthest into space that they ever have before. So that is definitely something that, we should be proud of as Americans. But it will take a while for them to get there. Hopefully they're going to launch tomorrow morning. I'm recording this on March 31st. So they are supposed to launch tomorrow, actually, at I think it's like the launch is supposed to actually occur in the evening, 6:30ish or so. Okay, that's interesting. So for a second there, it thought that it was 30 miles per hour here, so it kind of dropped down pretty quickly. We're still in a 45 mile per hour zone, and I have been trying to keep it on sloth mode so that it always drives the speed limit. So far, I've only been honked at once. We'll see how that goes as we continue. Obviously, everybody's going to be passing me because they're going faster. But yeah, so the launch is supposed to be tomorrow afternoon and or evening, and hopefully it will launch. But Krispy Kreme donuts they're actually having some donuts to kind of get people excited about it, and they're limited time, so I figured we'd pick them up. All right, first destination. So it's been successful in the past to actually get to Einstein Brothers, but for some reason looks like we're going to be parking at the racetrack. So we're parking at the racetrack, which is across the street from where Krispy Kreme is. And wow, an absolutely terrible parking job. We are basically in two spaces. So that was no good. If I wanted to correct it, I would have to either go to the destination again, or I'm not sure what I would have to do to not have any intervention. I mean, obviously I could just repark it myself, and that would only take, a moment. No big deal. But it definitely did park basically in two spaces there, so that was no good. All right, this next destination, we are just going straight across the street. I'm going to put it in parking lot again. So it should be able to hopefully just park in the parking lot across the street. And then the next destination is actually across the street again. So we're just kind of like going back and forth across the street here, trying to see if we can get it to do a good job between curbside and parking lot. When we go to City Barbecue, I will switch it to curbside, because I've had much better luck with curbside than parking lot for that particular location. And it's odd. It seems to vary by location whether the curbside or parking lot works better. But I was actually surprised that we didn't actually park in the Einstein Brothers parking lot when we just did that parking there. It was across the street from Einstein's. We parked in that racetrack. I mean, it's within walking distance, so it's not ridiculous, but it's a separate parking lot. So we definitely had a little bit of wobbling of the wheel there. It's kind of going back and forth. Not sure what that was about. And we're going to back into the space. So this is fine. We're actually very close to this location. So that was a good job. So I guess we're 50-50 on good parking versus poor parking. All right, so this next destination, like I said, we're going to switch it to curbside. Should just take us right across the street. Shouldn't be too hard. And hopefully it will get us right in front of City Barbecue. So the navigation in the past did not get City Barbecue's location correct. So it would end up doing circles, like U-turns around this area. It kind of thought that the destination was actually right in this intersection. I'm sure the address indicates about as much, but obviously if you want to go to the destination, it's not going to be in the street. It's going to be off the street. So finally, the navigation updates seem to fix that. Took a while, but they finally got that fixed. All right, so we're looking for just curbside here. Should just go in and can really just stop anywhere. We do have a pedestrian, and it's just going to stop. No? It was waiting for the pedestrian. It should just stop any time now, though. Not sure what it's doing now. We're kind of in the drive-through lane, but not really. We're on the kind of like outside of the drive-through. I guess it's just trying to find a better spot to do curbside. So far, no problem. I mean, we can curbside closer to the building here. Yeah, all right. Looks like it's gonna stop right here, and that is fine. That's a decent stop. All right, good job. We will make sure the next one is curbside as well, because that's the target. And I know that it will try to park behind Target. It still has the navigation going behind the Target building, but with it being set to curbside, it should go to the front of the building and actually stop us there at the front of the building. So hopefully it will basically correct itself by selecting curbside. We should get to the front of the building. Eventually, it's probably going to take a while. Yep, so pretty much the same mistake it does every time with this Target location. Again, I'm just navigating to Target, so it really should try to go to the front of the store, but it's going to probably go here behind the Target. It's probably going to turn around and then eventually get back to the front of the Target, where it's going to stop at the front of the store, hopefully, because I put it on curbside. Yep, so this is how you can get 100% FSD usage as long as you have enough patience to go around buildings multiple times until it actually gets you to the location you want it to get to. In fact, I might, once it gets around to the front of Target, I might switch it to parking lot to see if it just parks somewhere in the front. All right, we are actually in front of the Target now. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to parking lot to see if it decides to actually park in a reasonable location now that we are to our location. Looks like it's going to go down an aisle, so that's good. Looks like it's going to go for this first spot here. Oh, man, I couldn't switch it fast enough, but I didn't really want to park right next to this person because they were pulling out. But it did. Another Tesla. She's manually driving. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to park right next to somebody that's actually pulling out or getting into the car or whatever. Maybe she was actually just about to try to pull out, so definitely not ideal to park there. But switching it from curbside to parking lot after it got to the front of the building actually allowed it to park in front of the building. So that was actually a good way to do it. So the last destination, I actually have not tried this before, but we're going to go to Krispy Kreme, and we'll see if it parks in the parking lot. See how that works out. A couple of pedestrians. They're kind of like, they don't seem to really, I don't really know why they're climbing over the rocks there. Definitely a weird way to go. Car decided not to wait for them. I think it could have gone either way, honestly. Okay, that person changed their mind pretty quick there. All right, here we are. This is Krispy Kreme, so we are there. Let's see if it does a good job parking here. It's hot now, so looks like we might get some fresh donuts. That'd be nice. And we are going to park good in a space, not a handicap space, just a regular space, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a perfect job parking there, but we did park, and it's good enough. So yeah, pretty good overall. And at all the locations, we were able to get it to go where we wanted it to go. The only thing that we didn't end up parking at exactly how I wanted to was Einstein Brothers Bagels, but of course we could have rerouted it to that parking lot and just had it park in that parking lot. But it wasn't really worth adjusting it. So it just goes to show that if you change it between parking lot and curbside, you can usually get FSD to do just about anything you want it to do. You just really have to kind of work with it and be patient with it when it does weird things like drive around behind a Target before it gets to the front of the building where you actually want it to park. So Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.